Hi sweeties, how are you all doing? Compliment of the season. Welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos. You are the bomb. So I saw this making around TikTok, and I was like, I am definitely bringing this here so we all can talk about it. And it's actually about a white woman being so mad at black women because, like, they decided to, like, do black women follow black women kind of thing on TikTok, and white people were not even, like, finding it very funny. They were really very mad at black women, and they were like, why not, like, women supporting women? And I really do not see anything wrong in that, because it's just like, black women wanting to support themselves, like, they want to grow together and all that. So it's okay. I personally think it's okay if they choose to, like, do that among themselves, and it's not something that should bring problem, or something that will bring division, or something that will make some people, like, get so mad and the rest of it. With that being said, let's get into the video so you all can see for yourself.
Well, sweetheart, if you would have bothered to check any of my videos, you would have found out exactly why. I have a problem with it because it's separation. We are one whether you want to like it or not. And any group that discludes another individual, another woman, based on the color of their skin is fucking evil as hell. That's why. And it's also illogical as hell, because at this point, we are all just a pool of each other. So I have Sicilian in me. Do you know Sicilians came from blacks and whites mating? So that means I have black in me. So that means I'm black, right? But because my skin is white, you're going to disclude me from your little party that you're all upset about and are claiming that you need to have because you felt left out by whites. Okay? Second, you're grouping every white together as if they all did that to you. And they didn't, sweetheart. And I doubt they even did it to you personally. So you are also trying to get some kind of victimized mentality off of what your ancestors went through, not you, okay? And then you want to blame us for what our ancestors did to your ancestors. We didn't do shit to you, okay? So get off our backs and get better, not bitter, okay? Repeating the same freaking mistake over and over again is not going to make this world any better. You are literally turning yourself into the exact same people you claim to hate. And that is why I get upset about it. Because I think that you are beautiful people, but you're acting like hypocritical assholes. The exact same evil people you seem to claim to hate. You want to make a change? Makes sense.
Okay, I mean, she sounds so bitter, and why would she, I don't know, why would she get into black women's business? Because I really don't see how she, like, went into that, like how they got into there. It was black women trying to support one another, trying to uplift one another, trying to follow one another, and I am kind of surprised how they came into the business. Like, do you want us to, like, also include you in whatever we are doing? Because I don't see why anybody should be mad or angry about this. It is them wanting to, like, support one another. And why would she say that we are angry about what they are? Like, I don't really know where she's coming from. It sounds really she sounds so weird and so angry, so bitter, and she actually was not even making any sense. Like, with all the whole thing she said, she is not making any sense, because nobody brought all these things she mentioned. It was we wanting to, like, uplift one another, and they decided to get into black women's business. So man, woman, or what, please just take a chill pill and let black women support themselves, please. All right, let's get into the next one.
Following you back. If you're a black girl and you heart it, I'm following you back. Like, and they keep saying, if you're a black girl, then I'll follow you back. If you're a black girl, I'll follow you back. Why you gotta be black? Like, make it make sense. Like, why can't we be women in our women community empowering our black women? Like, why does it have to be black?
I just want to say that this video is for educational purposes only. I don't mean to bully this content creator, but This is giving white savior and also victim mentality, and you cannot be both. This is very reminiscent of the feminist days, the Susan B. Anthony days, where it was like, please help me fight for my rights. And they get them, and they're the only ones that benefit from it. Black women are not your mules. You have to get your followers the way you white women on this platform get followers. They're just given to you. Sorry, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. This reeks of privilege. This reeks of, why won't you help me? When we're trying to help ourselves in a world that is set up against us. You look stupid. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, actually, I kind of see like, Black women are trying to like help themselves and be there for one another. And this is not something that should bring, all these dramas, because it's like a whole lot of drama and all that. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the next one. Right?
Girl, listen, you done took me to the king. You said they out here short circuit.
Why do you feel the need to have to keep yourself so separate from every other color? Why do you feel the need to have to exalt yourself over every other race? Why do you feel the need to have to stand out as if you're the most special person in the world and that no one else can compare to your black sisters?
Dear allies, can y'all please get y'all friends and y'all sisters and cousins and nieces and tell them to leave us alone? You're not invited, Carol Ann. Like, you're legit on an app crying about not being included in a proverbial space. Do you know how crazy that sounds? But since you had all those questions, let's go ahead and get historical on it. Where you want to start? Because you had asked some questions about why are we creating spaces that's not inclusive of everyone, right? Granted, it wasn't my ancestors that created the blueprint of separation. Because quiet is kept, our people lived in more fear than they did when they were enslaved after the Reconstruction period. Which at this point, you began to flush us out of your communities just like you did the natives. You remember the Trail of Tears, right? Anyway, and after years of civil rights movements and the dismantling of Jim Crow laws, in the year 2022, these type of towns still exist. By any chance, have you been to Vidor, Texas? Anyways, after you flushed us out of your communities because you needed us to stay away from your communities so that we did not mix and mingle, somehow the thought of us thriving while the oppressor's foot was on our neck was just, y'all felt some type of way about it. So then you showed up and weaponized your tears in order to justify them burning down our towns and unaliving our men and boys and creating yourselves vacation spots. Not recognizing our role that we played in the industrialized revolution or just using the Jim Crow laws of eminent domain. Once again, targeting our thriving community. We ain't even gonna talk about when y'all was dropping them bombs, boy. Just never understood why y'all couldn't leave us alone. We did what you asked us to do. We stayed away. And let's not get on the women. How black women stood by your side and marched with you to get the right to vote, only for y'all to leave us hanging for another 65 years to do it ourselves. Cause it didn't affect y'all. Do y'all remember this trend? These are the same men that you consider to be 3/5 of a whole person. The same people that you'll call the cops on because you don't think they're supposed to be in the space that they're in.
So the white girlies are mad that black women started a follow train. And I think I know why. This behavior actually fits a pattern of behavior in which white people complain about the things that black people do to uplift each other. And I think it's such a, I don't think white people realize that what they're upset about is of their own making. Because what white people are upset about is that black people get to openly identify themselves by their skin color, and it's not perceived as racist. That's who they were told they were by the colonizer. The colonizer was the one who decided to start identifying the descendants of human trafficking victims by their skin color. So the thing about being Black is that it's not just an experience that revolves around your skin color. It's a cultural experience, right? Because you have to remember, these are the descendants of people who had their culture and language and religion stripped away from them from their colonizer oppressors. So they had to develop a culture in response that was accepting and loving of who they are for, however they were born looking. So, to be Black and to openly express Black pride, that's a beautiful thing. But it's threatening to white people because can they do the same? I mean, they can, but how does it sound when they do it? Exactly. And that's what they're jealous of, because they, believe me, the white girlies, they wish that they could do a white girl follow train. But obviously, I mean, how has all of history not been a white person follow train? But that's the whole point, is that white people are just aching to create an environment where they can favor each other for their skin color. And they perceive, I think with Black people more so than other groups of people, especially Black women, they perceive Black women as being able to get away with what they wish they could get away with. And I think it's one of many reasons why white women in general are so threatened by Black women. Here's the thing. If white people wanted to do something similar, and this is why I say white people should start identifying themselves by their European ancestry, do an Irish American follow train or a German American follow train. Well, actually, I don't know about German American, but you get my drift. Because I don't see anything wrong with that. As long as you don't exclude people of color who are also Irish or German American.
Yeah, I see where she's coming from. Yeah, see, the truth is that they can also create their own okay, there is a platform already, right? They can create their own trend, the way Black women create it is Black women's idea to create a trend to support, uplift, and encourage one another. So it's also it's okay, they want to create a white girly kind of thing and all that. I don't think because Black women created a trend for that reason we are mad at them. Why are you mad at them? What did they do wrong? And how is this supposed to I just do not get why they are mad. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why they are mad and why they are being using some bad words on Black women and all that. So really the truth is that if you want your own, create your own trend, and that is just it. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtain, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you, from me to you. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.